That I know that I'm not the only person that feels this way, where you're so good at so many different things. You're an athlete who has spent his whole life exerting energy for that whistle and in between the lines and to fight for something every down. And now the final whistle has dropped. You're in life. You have a family, you have kids, you have all these responsibilities, and you're sitting here like, oh my gosh, all this time has gone in between, and who am I and what am I supposed to do? When I stopped playing football in college, I really thought that I closed a chapter in playing the game that I've loved. I played football for about 20 years, all the way from being a little kid into high school, being one of the best players in the state at that time, going into college, having so many ups and downs at playing at a university up in the Midwest, coming home, finishing my 2 years at a small private college in Arizona. And in my last season, I gave it my all. Had over 1,000 yards rushing, multiple touchdowns. We were the conference champions of that year, only it being our second year in having a football team. And I was on this climb to reach this mountaintop and accomplish so many things. And that's exactly what I did. And on that last play, on that last whistle, the last time carrying that football, I thought the chapter was closed and that I was okay with separating myself from the game. See, I'm about 4 or 5 years removed from that last whistle. And as the season approaches with, sports starting and coming off of 6 months of going through COVID-19, I'm finding myself even more depressed, even more in a dark spot. And I honestly can't figure out why I'm in this position. I've always thought to myself, I have a lot to give. I have a lot to offer the world and other people, and helping other people find their passion and directing people in a way to where they're positive. So then everything on the outside that they experience could mimic how their heart posture is and how they feel about themselves. But how does somebody go and go out there and preach to people about positivity and that your life matters and that God has a calling on your life when you can't even understand what the calling is on your life? Like, I wrestle with that question, God, why did you create me? Like, what purpose do I have? And sometimes it comes down to this. There's people out there, and you probably know them, that found that one thing that they're so good at. And they took that one thing, they ran with it, and they said, this is my life's work. This is what I'm passionate about. This is what I'm going for. And what they've realized, which has been a benefit to them, is that everything else they're not really that good at. So they're like, this is my lane. And then you have people that are empathic, that can attach themselves to people so easily and want to help and know that they can help in multiple ways. The people that are really good at doing a lot of different things, and they try and they try and they try, and they're good at so many different things, and they're sitting there at a crossroads of, what am I supposed to pick? What am I supposed to do? What is God calling me to be? And that's where I'm at. Recently, I found something that I thought I was really good at, and I am, but I've been getting bored. I've been, not feeling a sense of fulfillment not giving of myself in a way that I thought, okay, this is my calling. This is what I'm supposed to do. And now I'm stuck in a spot where I'm back at it, where I'm thinking to myself, God, why did you create me? I've done all these wonderful things in sport. I've done all of these things to try to impress you. And I know that's not what you want. What you want from me is to give my life over to you and for you to guide me. And so here I am. I don't know what to come up with this video, but to say this is that I don't know what my life's work is. I don't know what I'm called to physically do besides share this right now and say that I know that I'm not the only person that feels this way, where you're so good at so many different things. You're an athlete who has spent his whole life exerting energy for that whistle and in between the lines and to fight for something every down. And now the final whistle has dropped. You're in life. You have a family, you have kids, you have all these responsibilities, and you're sitting here like, oh my gosh, all this time has gone in between, and who am I and what am I supposed to do? So that's what I'm going to try to figure out. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know who's going to come into my life. I don't even know who's going to watch this video. But this is where I'm at right now. I have high anxiety. It's hard for me to get up. I used to be an early bird, and now I'm waking up at 9 o'clock just praying and hoping to God that this is the day that I can get over this hurdle. And so I'm going to try. I'm going to pursue that. I feel good right now because I know that I have good problems. But as much as I want to work through this myself, I know one way to get out of a hole, to get out of a dark spot, is to go help somebody else that might be dealing with the same thing that you're dealing with. And it being post-COVID and the whole world changing and all of these politics and all of this crap that's going on that we cannot control. We got to find a way to get through this. And I'm not sitting here saying that I've made it to the mountaintop or that I've figured it out or that I'm doing okay, because I'm not. But I know that God has big plans, and my hope and my faith is strong right now, and I just want to profess that God has big plans, and we will figure it out together. Thank you for watching this. Whoever it helps, I'm grateful, even if it's one person. But this is the journey. Let's go on this ride. Let's do it.